Hey conscious creators, in this video we are going to deep dive into understanding what is it that exactly blocks you from creating your dream reality, from living your highest timeline, how to clear that and how to break through to break free. So let's dive in. See, all of us want to have an amazing life, to have lovely relationships, to have a thriving career, a thriving business, to have a healthy body, and financial freedom, financial abundance, and most importantly, realizing our own highest nature so that we can have a beautiful, amazing, blissful experience of life. But the question is, what is it that's stopping me from living that dream? As I've always been speaking in my various videos, the most important truth that you need to understand is that you are an individualized expression of the divine source consciousness itself. So then the question is, if that is true, how does the divine source consciousness experience itself? What is the state at which it keeps itself? In Vedic traditions, in yogic culture, there are a few terms which define this. Brahmananda, Chidananda, means the joy of being the eternal, the joy of being the Brahman. So always the word Ananda is associated with the experience of source experiencing itself. Meaning joy and bliss are our fundamental natures. Oh, that is so? So then why is that missing in my life? Becomes that obvious question. If joy and bliss are my true nature, why am I not experiencing it? So the answer to these two questions is exactly the same and is exactly what we are going to deep dive in this video. What is stopping you from creating and manifesting your dream reality? And what is stopping you from having the experience of life as joy and bliss? If I were to give you the answer in one word, the answer is karma. Oh, karma. Are you going to talk woo-woo? No. So karma is not some woo-woo nonsense that universe is using to punish us. Karma is basically conditioning. Or rather, if you have gone through a certain experience, the remaining memory of that in your system, that is what is karma. Now, you would have heard people say terms like good karma, bad karma. Let's understand what this is and how it works. So, as a part of us growing up, we go through so many experiences. Some of those experiences are pleasant, some of those are unpleasant. Maybe you have gone through a breakup, maybe you have gone through a job loss, maybe you have gone through a loss in business, maybe you have had a fall and injured yourself. These are some type of incidents. There are other types of incidents where you've had lovely memories with people, where you've created something amazing, where you've experienced business breakthrough, or where you have built a nice physique and you're proud of it. This is also karma. The thing is, when it's a good memory, you've got no problem stepping into it. You've got no problem remembering it, enjoying it, bragging about it, talking about it. So this doesn't block you at all. But the other side, the traumatic experiences, they are what create blockers fundamentally. So let's understand this. If you've had a traumatic memory as a child, doing something that you wanted to do, for example, you wanted to express yourself in front of a lot of people. As soon as you stood up, somebody was there who started pulling your leg, who ridiculed you, bullied you, made you shut up. Shut up, don't speak here. Now, it took, first of all, a little bit of courage to stand out and speak. But the feedback that you got was oppressive. So slowly, when this happens over and over again, you go, hey, every time I try to speak up, it turns out to be a negative experience. You know, it's very common, especially where I grew up, if a child is speaking, child is wanting to talk, shut up, don't speak here, you know. So what this does is, as a reinforced behavior, it starts building this traumatic memory. So now, because that had happened in formative years when you were a child, as an adult, you think of speaking in front of a lot of people, but there is this unconscious hesitation. There's this unconscious fear of being made to shut up, being ridiculed, I don't know how I'll be taken. Is this happening in reality that somebody has ridiculed you? No, this is just a residue from the past. Now, speaking in front of others is just one example. Launching a new business, going and having a conversation with somebody of the opposite sex. All of these things are getting blocked simply because of these childhood experiences happening in the formative years, where the blueprint of your personality is getting created. But is this true now? Is this happening now? No. What happens is, when you try to do something in the present moment, your mind unconsciously will dip into a memory of the past, pull it up. So now if you have had these traumatic experiences, and every time you want to do something new, your mind pulls out a traumatic memory, you naturally go, hey, I don't want to experience that trauma. I don't want to experience that negativity again. And this is where you decide, no, I don't want to do that. If you were thinking of striking a conversation with somebody of the opposite sex so that you can find out a potential partner, within you, this negative force is coming saying, you remember what happened last time when you did this? You crashed and burned. You want to do that again? And you go, no, I don't want to do that again. Blocked. You want to create a thriving business and you want to launch and you want to start talking to people. Memory comes up, says, you remember last time what happened when you started talking in front of people? You got bullied, you got ridiculed. You want to experience that again? No, I don't want to experience that. Blocked. Do you see? The need to expand is in you, and the blocker is also right there in you. I was also talking about that space of joy, bliss, amazing experience of being yourself, knowing that I'm the source, that ananda. What is blocking? Obviously, all these traumatic memories. So the question is, where are all these memories stored? And knowing what I know now, that, oh yeah, traumatic memories of the past are blocking me from creating a thriving, amazing present and a thriving, amazing future. What do I do with this information? See, the thing is, you will find a lot of examples in the world where people have overcome these challenges, right? But they have spent years and years doing it. What I'm about to share with you is going to help you understand how to do this much more quickly by understanding the deeper layers of yourself. So in my past videos, I've made it very clear, it's easy to understand. We are made up of 5 layers. Physical layer, the mental layer where the thought process happens, the emotional layer where feelings happen. Then there is the identity, your self-image, and the worldview that you've got, right? This is what is helping you see the world in a certain way. And then the 5th, innermost layer is the core, the source of life itself, pure consciousness, the being that is experiencing all the other layers. Now, as a society, we are all conditioned to work hard, grind to make things happen. That means you are using only 2 primary layers of your existence, your body and your mind. So strategy, thinking, logic, that's coming from the mind. And hard work, hustle, grind, putting things together, that's happening from the body. But your emotions, they are not working with you or for you in this scenario. Your identity is becoming a source that is blocking you, a prison. Because your identity is built up on top of all this different kinds of trauma that you have gone through as a child that I just spoke about, right? And the results that you want, they are not optimum because only a small part of you is working constructively. Rest of it, your identity, your emotions, are trapped and battling this internal trauma, blocking a full-fledged forward momentum, right? A full-fledged powerful movement. So then how do we break through? The answer is this: the deeper you go within yourself, the more foundational layers you are working on, the results will be rapid and dramatic. If this trauma gets removed from your system, the traumatic memories, then there is no resistance within which will hold you back, and you will move forward much more rapidly compared to somebody who is putting in the daily hustle, daily grind, repetitively working on something. That method will work, but it will take years. What I'm about to share now will work in terms of days and weeks. So this is how it works. Our energetic system consists of energy pathways. which come together at different junctions, which are called as chakras. I'm pretty sure you would have heard this word, 7 chakras, activating the chakras, and all of that stuff, right? What I'm talking about is explaining these at a deeper level. So each chakra governs a specific function in our reality. For example, root chakra governs how well you are going to feel in your body. If your root chakra is closed, blocked, that means stress, anxiety, feeling of discomfort, feeling of inadequacy, and physical ailments, they are a part of your experience of life. Because the foundation, the body, is not flowing well, the foundational energy, so it is blocked. The next level up is your sacral chakra. This is your creative expression. If this is blocked by memories of guilt and shame and ridicule, you will hesitate to open up creatively. You will hesitate to put out your creativity out there so that your creations can thrive and shine. The next level up is the solar plexus chakra. This is your masculine expression. How confidently you show up, how comfortable you are within your own skin, how comfortable you are being yourself. So again, as a child, if you have been ridiculed, if you have been bullied, if your confidence has taken a hit, those memories are blocking you from being confident today. The solar plexus and the sacral, they work very closely together, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So if either of them has blocker, your creative expression, your confidence, everything will take a hit. Next level up is your heart chakra. Your heart chakra governs your connections in the world, your ability to give and receive love, your ability to create meaningful, thriving relationships. So if you have had bad breakups, if you've got bad memories of relationships blocking your heart, then this is stopping you from creating beautiful relationships in the present and beautiful relationships in the future. The next level up is your throat chakra. This throat chakra is your ability to influence others, to speak up and put your point across. If this is blocked, you would struggle to express yourself freely, thoroughly. And even if you do express yourself, you will struggle to hook people with your conversation and influence them in the right positive way. The next level up is your third eye chakra. This is your perception of the world. If this chakra is blocked, you will see the world as a scary place, where you have to struggle to survive. It's a dangerous place. You have to self-sacrifice to make things work. Whereas if this is open and thriving, you will see the world as your playground, an opportunity for adventure, to gain different experiences, and through those experiences, shape your experience of reality and other people's experience of reality. And then comes the crown chakra. This governs your relationship with the larger cosmos. If this is blocked, you will see yourself as a fragile, isolated individual. If this is open and thriving, this is where you come in contact with your own divine nature. So as I said, all these chakras get blocked with traumatic memories happening at different levels. So in our conscious creators community, we work on these chakras directly, working with the divine source energy of highest purity, so that that energy can clear all our energy pathways, so that the life force energy can flow through us beautifully, limitlessly, abundantly, which helps you expand as an individual, break through and break free of the limitations of the mind, the trap of the mind, and create new possibilities in your life. When this energy is flowing through you freely, this is where you experience that ananda, because you are not separate from the source anymore. You realize the life force, the source, is flowing through you, acting as you. So not only clearing this karmic debt, the karmic blockers, gives you the highest beautiful experiences in life, access to your divinity. It is one of the most important purposes of us having this human experience. So if out there in the world somebody is telling, hey, don't chase your dreams, that is crazy. Living your dreams, realizing your dreams is your highest purpose, because where you are and your dream reality, what is blocking is this karmic block, right? Karmic baggage, the memories of the past. When you work through them, free yourself energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That is what brings you in alignment with your high purpose, your highest level of existence, realizing that, hey, I am the source. And when you realize this, you are not only doing a massive favor to yourself, where your quality of life dramatically changes, this is a blessing to everybody around you, because you are now a source of healing instead of being a source of pain, hurt, suffering yourself. And this is doing a massive favor to the world, because now you are not a part of the problem, you are a part of the solution. You are one among those who is wanting to see this world become a beautiful, harmonious, loving place where we all thrive together, right? So in a world which is rapidly moving towards escalating conflicts, trade wars, protectionism, me versus you, don't you think we should counterbalance that by first of all healing ourselves, first of all realizing the bliss, the beauty, the divinity that is hiding within us under this debris of karma? So let's clear out that karma, realize our divinity, and become that thriving, powerful source of positive change in the world. If this is something that interests you, there is a link, a free link to the Conscious Creators community. It's absolutely free. Come join. In this community, we co-create together. Meaning, if you have any questions about raising your consciousness, realizing the Brahma, the super conscious, the highest divine level of existence, if you have any questions about how to activate and awaken your Kundalini, how to clear the karma, how to cut out the karma so that you can live your divine purpose right here, create abundance from a space of wholeness, then first of all, you're very welcome to join the free community. Second, please feel free to put all your questions in the comments below so that I can understand where you are at and create more videos like this. If you have any deeper questions or even suggestions about what you want me to speak about, what will make it easier for you to demystify the mystical so that you realize your source, your own divinity, I'm absolutely here to help, happy to serve. So please feel free to comment and ask. And if you have liked what I have explained so far, the way I have explained so far, as a feedback, if you give me a thumbs up, I will know what I'm sharing is delivering value to you. So thank you so much again for being with me. Thank you so much again for listening to me. That's it for this video, and I'll look forward to speaking with you in the next one. Till then, take care.